Welcome to In Depth for a closer look at what is making mining headlines in the Americas. A study commissioned by the government of Saskatchewan has raised some very interesting points about a potential takeover of Potash Corp. Liz O'Hill, who is our deputy editor based in Toronto, Canada, joins me to discuss this latest development. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Martin.
Why is the report so important?
Well, as you know, BHP Billiton has made this offer to buy Potash Corp of Saskatchewan, which the company has rejected as too low. The main approval that BHP Billiton needs to get in Canada for the offer is it needs to get approval under what is called the Investment Canada Act. And essentially, this is a review that is undertaken by the federal government of Canada to determine whether or not the acquisition would be of net benefit to Canada. This is something that is conducted on all foreign takeovers or potential foreign takeovers of large Canadian companies and assets. So on the provincial level, the government of Saskatchewan actually doesn't need to give any formal approvals to the acquisition, but their submission to Investment Canada is expected to be an important factor in the final decision. So the government of Saskatchewan last month commissioned the Conference Board of Canada, that's a non-profit group, to conduct this report and interview all the players and dig into the data and look at what the risks and the benefits would be of a potential takeover of Potash Corp. So they looked at a potential takeover of Potash Corp by an industry player. Obviously, the one that we've got on the table is this offer by BHP Billiton. They looked at a potential takeover of Potash Corp by a group led by one of the countries that is a major consumer of potash. In this case, the one that's seen as most likely and certainly is a big consumer of potash is China. And so they looked at what the implications would be, what the benefits would be potentially for Saskatchewan, and also what the risks would be. And then the third thing that they looked at was a potential takeover led by financial players. That's seen as probably the least likely one that's likely to happen.
Did the Conference Board recommend that the province oppose the bid?
Well, they made it quite clear that their mandate wasn't to make any recommendations. But just reading through the report and hearing the comments made by the authors, it certainly wasn't terribly negative in its stance towards a BHP Billiton takeover. The one thing that the Conference Board did point out was that there would certainly be some lower revenue to the province. Basically, just to be clear, the report's mandate was to look at a specific 10-year period. So from 2010 to 2020, what the potential risks would be, what the implications would be. So when they talk about lost revenue, they aren't looking out beyond 2020, whether that would be neutralized or made up, whether there'd be also employment benefits beyond 2020 and so on. But if basically what they said was if BHP Billiton were to acquire potash, if they were to build their own greenfield Jansen Lake project that they have in Saskatchewan, the way that the royalty and tax situation is set up in Saskatchewan at the moment means that BHP could write off capital expenditures on Jansen Lake against income from the existing Potash Corp operations. And essentially what that would mean in that 10-year period is that Saskatchewan would receive up to $2 billion Canadian in revenue. Another thing that they pointed out is that if BHP Billiton were to do all those things, build Jansen Lake, run Potash Corp operations full out, obviously, if that were to happen, Potash Corp has acted historically as a swing producer. So when eyeing market conditions and depending on demand and supply from other producers, the company's curtailed its own production to meet that demand and to help underpin prices. It really has been a price setter. And so if BHP Billiton were to run the operations flat out, producing as much potash as possible regardless of market conditions, obviously there would be more potash in the market, potash prices would come down. And because the royalties in Saskatchewan are linked to potash prices, the Conference Board calculated that they would receive probably about $5.7 billion less over that 10-year period. But the one thing that the Conference Board actually pointed out is they don't believe that is likely under BHP Billiton as an owner. And in fact, they believe that what Saskatchewan should be more concerned about is the potential takeover, and we've heard rumors, unsourced reports about Chinese companies that are looking at putting together a bid for Potash Corp. And obviously China, big consumer of potash, it would be in their best interest to have more potash available, to have lower potash prices. And so the conference board says that, in fact, that flat out production would probably be more likely and certainly more concerning for the province under a Chinese or another consumer as an owner of Potash Corp. So that's something that they looked at. Certainly, they also pointed out there would be employment benefits if BHP Billiton were to acquire Potash Corp and build Jansen Lake. And in fact, what they said is that beyond that revenue loss, the conference board really sees few negative implications for the province under BHP Billiton takeover.
The report makes some interesting points about the Canpotex marketing group. Yes. Can you comment on that?
Very interesting. Canpotex, as you know, it's a marketing cartel. It's made up of the potash producers in Saskatchewan. Potash Corp is the biggest member and the biggest contributor. And BHP Billiton essentially has said that if it were to take over Potash Corp, it would prefer to exit Canpotex and sell its own production. Canpotex sells the production for these producers overseas, outside of North America. And BHP Billiton said it would prefer to sell its own production. But Marius Kloppers, the CEO, has said that he, first of all, would honour any existing commitments to Canpotex, and then would when the time comes, assuming the offer goes through and the takeover happens, would talk to the partners and then make a decision at that point. But there really has been quite an outcry in Saskatchewan and Canada of concern about the potential breakup of Canpotex with the big member pulling out. Because Canpotex does really fulfill quite a price-setting role, certainly for the Saskatchewan producers, and make sure that they get these strong prices, obviously controls the supply that they're selling overseas. But the Conference Board of Canada, interestingly enough, they believe that Canpotex, and they use the word in the report, is becoming increasingly redundant. They point out that potash supply is really become so concentrated amongst this handful of producers that the producers already are both together in groups like Canpotex and individually acting as oligopolists. That it's in their own best interest to monitor their supply, to monitor other supply, and to play that price-setting role depending on market conditions. And so the conference board, what they say is if, let's say, Potash Corp were to pull out of Canpotex, even if Canpotex were to fall apart, that all these producers, not all these producers, that it really is just a few in the industry, would continue to play that role and would continue to just act in the same way. And likely, if BHP Billiton were to be in control of Potash Corp, would act in that same way as well in the market.
And what are the companies themselves saying about all this?
So BHP Billiton, first of all, they say that they're still reviewing the report. Of course, BHP Billiton and Potash in the background have got this lawsuit going on in Chicago. Potash Corp filed the suit to try and force BHP Billiton to drop its takeover offer. The two are both accusing each other of manipulating Potash Corp shares, of misleading investors, and so this is all going on at the same time. Potash Corp, their response to the report has been quite negative. They say that it understates the revenue loss, the implications to Saskatchewan. They also say that the conference board, obviously there were interviews that happened and discussions ahead of the reports being drawn up, and they say that the conference board chose to ignore some statements and some information that Potash Corp provided. Potash Corp, first of all, they say that when any interested parties come talking to them, maybe potentially looking at putting together some kind of rival offer, that Potash Corp has required that these parties commit to a number of things. One of them is that they commit to remain in Canpotex if the Potash Corp offer, if they take over Potash Corp, they commit to act in a profit maximizing way, and to buy potash at an arm's length if they acquire potash for their own consumers, obviously something like a Chinese takeover. Obviously, Potash Corp doesn't say how they would enforce this post a takeover, but they were not very happy about the Conference Board review. And then as far as Saskatchewan is concerned, they've also really, when they put out a press release after the report was, when the report was published, were quick to point out the negative implications that the Conference Board had drawn out, and really played down any positives from the BHP Billiton offer. And that wasn't really particularly surprising. The top politicians from Saskatchewan, the Premier, has said a couple of times publicly that he doesn't see, he struggles to see any net benefit from the BHP Billiton offer. So they'll make their submission one way or the other. They can choose whether or not to include the Conference Board report in their submission to Investment Canada. Investment Canada, they had 45 days to make their decision. That review has now been extended by another 30 days. And so we'll just have to wait and see what the final outcome is.
Oh, thank you, Lizzo. That was Lizzo Hill speaking to me from Toronto, Canada. Martin Joaquin in Johannesburg. Join me again next week for more news and insight into developments in North America. Thank you.